What is up, car addicts? Welcome to a Need for Speed Heat video. This should be customizing the Ferrari 48 GTB. We're seeing the visual customization the car offers. Then we're going to fully max it out and then take it outside for a top speed run and driving impressions as well. So let's get right into the visual customization. Some few things I want to mention here about this car. There's a lot of good and crazy and different customization that I really do enjoy and I like that they did. So there's Ferrari 48 challenge car style parts. There's Ferrari 48 GTE style parts. And the GT3 as well. So they're mainly just like race car parts in a way. So it's kind of cool that they let you have, there's just so many different parts from those cars. It's really insane. So you can do a mix of the three. You can do just one or just the other. It's really, really cool that they allow you to do this. I'm going to try to do a mix of the three. I'm just going to kind of handpick which ones I like from each part. So let's start with the front fenders. So you have this one, which is from the GTE. Let's do this visually right there. So we're going to change the camera angle. And then you have the GT3 variant, which just adds a bunch of vents in a way. So it adds fender vents at the top and then some vents at the rear. I personally like the GTE variant a little more, so that's the one I'm going to do. Moving along to the headlights. So you have the clear headlights, and you have the tinted, and you have the yellow, which is kind of like the race car has. Some of the race cars have the yellow ones. The challenge cars don't, but some of the GT3 and the GTE cars do have it. You have the light blue, the purple, and then the multicolor. Usually I'll never get any headlights for a car, but for this one I'm just going to go ahead and put the yellow ones. Let's do that. Just so we can kind of match the race car build we're going for. The window tints, and you got different hoods. So right here you have this one, and then you have this one, and then this one. So if you notice, the difference between these two is just the actual center vents. This one just gets larger, and then this one's smaller. And then you have this one, which is a completely different one. So this is from the GT3, this is from the GTE, and then this is from the challenge car. I'm not a fan of the challenge car one, and I like the bigger vents at the center, so I'm going to go with the one from the GT3. Moving along to the front bumper, so we have, this is from the GTE, that's from the GT3, and then that's from the challenge car. The challenge car one, in my opinion, is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. So again, we are mixing some of the parts just to kind of create our own. It's not going to be, perfect one-to-one of one of them. It's just a mix of my favorite parts of all of them. So I'm going to do this one. Let's see, front splitters. So this is from the GT, I think they're both, this is from the GTE and that's from the GT3. So it's up to you whether you want to put one of those. I say why not, let's just throw one of them on here. The challenge car doesn't have a front splitter because of how low that bumper already is, but again, we're mixing them, so I'm going to throw this one on here. You can already tell at this angle we pretty much have a race car already. This thing just looks absolutely insane. I'm loving it. The canter, there's no cantered option for this car. It's kind of built into the bumpers. Moving on to the side mirrors. So the challenge car has the stock mirrors from the 48, and then the GT3 and the GTE have these style mirrors, which I think are gorgeous. I think they really, really look insane on the car, and they're carbon fiber as well, so why not? Okay, moving along to the side skirt. So all three of them have this side skirt right here, so they're all the same for all of them pretty much. The GTE, I believe, has it a little bit different, but for the most part they're all the same. So we're going to install that. You can tell that it's a lot lower. Alright, moving on to the rear fenders. So you have this one from the challenge car, which has a little fuel inlet right there. That's so they can put fuel in the car really fast when it pulls up to pit. Then you have the wide body from the GTE, I believe. And then it has like these little three, I think those are liquid leveler. I think that's where the liquid levels show. I'm not sure. Maybe they're lights. I have no idea what they are in that car. I've never really seen it in action. But that's what it looks like to me. Then you have the one from the GT3, which I like a little more. This one has a lot more crazy stuff going on. I kind of prefer this one a little cleaner. Let's do that. GT3. Okay, we're gonna leave the wheels for last, obviously. Let's move along to the roof. So you have the challenge car and stock roof. Then you have the one from the GTE, and then that's the one from the GT3. So, I mean, all these antennas and stuff, that's for, you know, for the racetrack, so they can talk to their pit crew and all that stuff. But I mean, I'm not really too much of a fan of this. I think it's better to have a cleaner look without these antennas and stuff. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Again, like I said, it's not a one-to-one of one of the cars. It's just a mix of all three, what I personally like from them. So we have the sound system here. It doesn't really do much. We have the rear spoiler. You have a ducktail here. And you have AR performance style aftermarket spoilers. And then boom, that's a spoiler from the GT3 and the GTE. They both have the same style spoiler for the most part. Then this is the spoiler from the challenge car, which is a little bigger. And you have, you know, different aftermarket ones here as well. So I'm gonna go with the smaller one from the GT3 and GTE. This is the first time you're rarely ever gonna see me put a large spoiler on cars. I'm not a fan of that, but since we're building kind of like a race car slash track car wide body thing here, I will put one of the big spoilers. You got tail lights, so you can, you know, tint them out if you want. I think we should probably black them out because the light tint looks kind of weird. It looks like a dark red. Not really feeling that too much. Let's just black them out. Okay. License plate. Let's throw something really quick on here. Put a plate frame on there. Okay. Edit text. There's something a little different on here. There we go. A track. Yes. Okay, rear bumper. You have the stock one here. Then you have the challenge car rear bumper. And then you have the rear bumper of the GT3 slash GTE. They're both very similar for the most part. So obviously we're going to install that because it matches our wide body. So we kind of have to put this one. Alright. Moving along to the exhaust. The license plate, spoiler, bumper. Okay, so moving on to the exhaust. You have this one, then you have wheels that stick up. And then you have titanium, carbon. These carbon ones that are a little further in. And then these that kind of go down. I think we might do the titanium ones. Let's do the titanium ones. They stick out a little bit too far for my taste, but they're alright. Where did my eye go? An eye track. What? What the heck? The eye just... Huh, the eye disappeared. What the heck? That's funny. I guess it doesn't register the eye. Okay, how about a 1? Okay. Don't know what's going on there. Whatever. Just track off to the side. Alright, rear diffuser. Yeah, this one is like a matte finish, very similar to the stock one. Then you have these from the GT3 and GTE. I personally like the stock carbon fiber one a little more. I feel like it goes more with the car. These boxed off ones just look weird to me, so I'm just gonna leave the stock one there. Because, you know, it matches all our carbon fiber. Alright, pretty much got everything. Now let's change these wheels up, or we're gonna lower it, obviously. That's just way too high. Definitely. So, front wheels. So I went through all the wheels, kind of looking for one that looked very similar to the challenge car, GT3 car, and GTE car. And the closest one I could personally find that wasn't, you know, too far in, or was a 3-piece wheel, was these BBS wheels right here. So I think these were kind of like the closest ones in my opinion. So I'm gonna choose these. And obviously we're gonna increase the size. That's good. It's good right there. And I'm gonna paint them a bright silver. That's good. Before I paint it so that the paint matches, let me change the back one really quick so I can just press apply to all. Change rim. Let's go to the BBS wheel. There it is. Increase the size. There we go. And then here we'll do the paint. I'll just do all so that it matches front and rear. That's good. Apply to all. And I don't think there's a secondary, but Yeah, there's no... Is there a secondary? What's a secondary? Oh, it's the rim. Look at that. The little lip. That's cool. Non-metallic? What color is the other one? I don't even know. I think it's brushed metal. Possibly. Just apply to all. Okay. And let's change the calipers. I'm going to paint them red. That's the stock Ferrari silver calipers. So I'm going to go with some red ones here. Unfortunately, you can't paint the stock ones, which is sad, but the car already comes with the carbon ceramic brake disc, so there's no point in changing them. Tires, I think I'm going to do some like slicks on here. Yeah. Let's do those. If we're going to lower it, don't worry, we're going to get rid of this humongous gap we have up here. That just looks awful. Go to the rear, change the calipers and the tires to match. Tires. There we go. This one has less of a gap than the front one. I wonder if that's just the rear fender or if that's... Also, they both have the same... Where is it? They both have the same gap. So... Okay. I think the other wide body, they both have the same gap as well. Yeah, so this one has the same gap as that one. Okay, so they... That's interesting. Alright, so we got wheels, we got tires, we got calipers. Oh my god. That looks... Wow. That looks insane. Full-on track car. Jeez. Okay. Let's quickly go through the community. I'd love to find a race car livery for this, but some of them, I mean, they look kind of strange in my opinion. I don't want to go too much of a race car. I want to go like a little bit of like a twist to it. So I went through, was it this one? Yeah, I went through all of them, and I like the way that this guy did this one. Was it this one? No, it's a different one. Where's the one I was looking through earlier? This one? Ah, yeah, it was this one. Here we go. Yeah, so he went with a carbon roof, and then the carbon vent there. Is that carbon? That's part of the carbon. Yeah, the carbon vent. I think it just looks so cool the way he did this. I really enjoy this. A lot of carbon touches all over the place. And the back too. I think it just looks sick. It was pretty much just red and carbon fiber. Very well done. I'm gonna do that one. The carbon roof just looks insane. I love the way it kind of splits it off there. Next up, because I can't stand that gap, I'm gonna lower this. I think we should just slam it, honestly. Let's see here. I think one from slammed is good. Yeah, that's good. Alright, looks a lot better, that's for sure. Now let's install some... actually, let's do the engine note first. Stock sounds pretty good. Alright, let's do aggressive all the way. Tone. I'm not gonna mess with... Actually, this will make this sound a little more raspy. Overrun. That's cracks, pops, and flames. Definitely do more. Pipe resonance. I'm not gonna mess with that. Alright, I think that's good. Shut it off there. Internal modifications, to look through the engine swaps really quick. So you got the 6.2 liter V8 from a Corvette. So if you want to put a Corvette engine in a Ferrari, the 8.4 liter V10 from a Viper. So if you want a Viper engine in here, 3.9 liter V8, 3.8 liter flat 6. I think that's from a Porsche. 3.9 liter V8, 6.5 liter V12. I think that's from a Lamborghini, maybe. 7 liter V12, and then the V8 hybrid from the McLaren P1. So I'm gonna keep the stock Ferrari V8, and then we're gonna just max it out. Let's go through here. So we'll go through my inventory. We're gonna put all the maximum parts. Let me show the stats here so you can see it there increasing. let's say going up a little by little. Already at 900 horsepower. Now we're over 1,000. And then the larger turbo upgrade, the boom, that gives us the almost 1,200 basically. 15-pound tank. Track suspension. Let's go. Elite brakes is the best one there. Track tires. Elite Plus clutch, definitely. 8-speed automatic instead of the 7-speed. It's Elite Plus part, definitely. Track differential, yes. And then the nitrous power. Alright, we're maxed out. The only thing we're missing was the... I didn't show the effects. You know, these are just... They can change the nitrous color, tire smoke color, underglow, air suspension, all that stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to do that to a track car, but... Alright. So let's go ahead and see how it drives, and the top speed as well. This should be interesting. Those yellow lights do look good. Alright. And off camera I did go ahead and change the plate to just track at the center because it was glitching out for some reason. Wow. This thing has a lot of power. It looks so insane with this wide body, like race car style kit on it. I love it. Oh, the shifts are brutal in this thing. Sounds really good. That turbo blow off valve. Love that. Jeez. Oh man, I love it. Wow. Handling feels pretty good. There's a little bit of a steering delay, but we can just fix that in the live tuning. Just max it out. Alright, so now we're going to be doing the top speed run down that bridge. And let me go ahead and adjust the downforce here. Let's lower it all the way so we can get the highest top speed possible. Now we're going to use nitrous after the bridge. Alright, here we go. .41, 43, not bad. Not bad. The acceleration on this car is nuts. I mean, it's very good. The brakes are insane as well. All around good car, and the customization is amazing. I haven't checked if the 458, because we do have the 458 in this game as well. I haven't checked if that has the same amount of crazy race car style customization, but I will check that for you guys. We do have the 48 pieces on this game, but that car has no visual customization whatsoever. All you can do is change the wheels. On this one, there's too much customization. There's never too much customization. I mean, they did a phenomenal job. Absolutely love this. I love that we can just make it a full-on race car. Just absolutely love the way this came out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.